Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the USC Trojans, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Off and get this one started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So USC's offense will take the first swing of the game. These guys played a terrific game a year ago, final Saturday of the regular season. Close through halftime, tied at 14. But the Fighting Irish showed why they were bound for the national championship game and took home the coveted weapon of Gaelic combat in capturing the Shillelagh in the second half.
They took the Shillelagh. Yeah, it was 14-14 at half. It was a really good football game, and then Notre Dame's defense just takes over. They scored 14 points, 100-yard interception return, 99-yard interception return. This kind of punched their ticket, Jesse, for the college football playoffs.
And it was Notre Dame being Notre Dame. You mentioned their defense. They also ran the ball extremely well. Jadarian Price, Jeremiah Love, both had huge games on the ground, so able to control the football. You know, that's going to be a big key for Marcus Freeman's squad in this one.
There he goes! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Jordan. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Mayava. Quick strike complete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. Boy, did they have a big 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is even like that. Dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. They have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
And the Trojans will move the sticks. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting them.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Continues to fight for yards. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's live. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's the return. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Handoff to the single back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen it the last couple weeks.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that big... The ball pops out on the return. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Got a little space. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother, Billy.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Snagged out of the air. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting.
And that's a live ball behind the line. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching.
Grabs it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5. Down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Trojans are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They can make this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little dip. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. Looking for a gap. It's Love. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Going for the big play. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Behind the chains now on second and long. Now the play fake. He's got him this time. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Now they'll run it on the toss. Shakes off the defender. And is slipped out. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The kick is on its way. All the way back to his 5-yard line. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
From their own 23, it'll be first and 10. Looking for a man, it's Mayaba. He'll try to do it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll keep it himself. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. And they'll get him down after a return. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Trojans have it with a first and 10. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Looking for room. It's Wormley. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. That's reeled in. It's Lane. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pollard. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the fifth kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Dropping back, it's Mayava. He's got an open man. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the fourth quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. He leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Here comes the heat. Finds a tight end down the gut. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Flips it out on the screen. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. Looking to help the kicker out on third down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. They just keep firing. The sure hands. It's Pauly. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. They'll run it on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Bringing the heat. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And we're all tied up, and who's in the mood for a dramatic finish, fellas? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Good timing on the quick out. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. The Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Lane. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. The nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Powers through the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
This quarterback looks in complete control, not flustered, into the game situation, connecting on his passes. Nice job knowing his answers. Got to keep this rolling here to try to make this thing interesting.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This late in the game, fourth quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's third down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. This time on target. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. He'll do it himself on the draw. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. This for the lead and very likely the win. Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. Nestled just inside that right upright. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And the returner goes down. Tommy Trojan rides with a sword on his belt and a Jeweled Shillelagh at his side after knocking off the Fighting Irish. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.